All right, these are live visuals on your screen. We continue to highlight how the Congress party, so that's the visual we were talking about. This is the paper jet that the Congress party has been doing the rounds with, and that's Congress workers looking at it, while talking about the Rafale scheme and the Rafale corruption, as it were. It's got wings. On one wing, there is the face of Prime Minister Modi. On the other, it has the face of Anil Ambani. All right, let's go across to Vishnu Som for more on this. Vishnu.
All right, well, as you can see, huge protests. Both houses of parliament have been adjourned, and the Congress party outside parliament, Sonia Gandhi, Manmohan Singh, Rahul Gandhi, all protesting the Rafale deal. This has become perhaps issue number one as far as the Congress is concerned in the lead up to the elections. Now, as far as the Rafale deal itself is concerned, the 7.8 billion euro deal for 36 fighter aircraft, the Comptroller and Auditor General is the final say, in a sense, on whether or not there was corruption in this particular deal, whether or not the pricing was accurate, whether there was the benchmarking was done accurately. In other words, did the government follow procedure? Did they ensure that the right price was availed, the best price was availed for India, or was there an effort to push through this deal without due diligence, without due procedure, without any effort at ensuring that that there was financial and procedural propriety which was maintained? That's what this CAG report is all about. Now, just a few moments back, we saw some images. In fact, you can see it there on the left-hand side of your screen, of copies of the CAG report, the Comptroller and Auditor General's report being sent into Parliament, and it's going to be tabled in the Rajya Sabha. The way it works is that this is it's a public document now. As soon as it's tabled, it's given to journalists. Ultimately, it appears in the Comptroller and Auditor General's website, but past precedent suggests that that could take some time before it actually becomes available. Now, let me explain to you what's at stake for the government over here. If the Comptroller and Auditor General says that procedure was not followed, if the Comptroller and Auditor General says that the price for the 36 Rafale fighters was not the best price obtained, if the Comptroller and Auditor General says that the old deal which was being negotiated in fact had better pricing than the present one which has been completed and for which the Rafale fighters are being acquired soon, then it means a huge blow for this government, which has all along argued that they've acquired Rafale fighters at a better rate than what the UPA government was negotiating. We need to put this in the context also of a very substantive report in the Hindu this morning, where they have produced a dissenting note by 3 members of the Indian negotiating team which was looking into the Rafale deal. This note was signed by these 3 officers of the Defence Ministry at the time and sent to the Defence Secretary and onwards to the Defence Minister. Manohar Parrikar was the minister at that time, and in this report they categorically mentioned that the pricing which was done was not correct, that India had not got the best deal. The date for the delivery of the aircraft was slower than what was happening earlier on, and they stated that they had severe concerns about the process which was followed. But NDTV has learned that while this dissent note certainly does exist, there was another note as well. After these dissenting members of the Indian negotiating team were convinced by the others that, look, in fact, the deal that we have is the best deal. And in the final deal, which did go to the Cabinet Committee on Security in August 2016, all 7 members did actually sign off on it. And on the 23rd of September 2016 is when the Rafale deal was signed. The big question is this: did the Supreme Court get a full copy of the dissent note which existed, or did they just get a copy of the final note? Our sources indicating to us that elements of the dissent which was stated by these members of the Indian negotiating team was a part of what was submitted to the Supreme Court, but not the entire dissent note itself. My colleague Sunil Prabhu joins us now for more on the developments in Parliament. Sunil, firstly, has the Comptroller and Auditor General's report been tabled in the Rajya Sabha? And what's happening outside outside Parliament, as we can see, with all these Congress protests?